guys, okay, so what we're running at the moment is a cold test. It's specifically just a destoning test to match the exact parameters of the coal that we're using currently. I've placed 20% stone inside this random sample, just so that I know that the parameters are exactly the same. We will eject these 6 stones out of this sample specifically with the recipe that we have set here. Okay guys, I'm going to quickly just take you through the actual program itself, just so that you get an understanding of how exactly we work it. This is just a general calibration to calibrate all the values with regards to the x-rays themselves, just depending on what material we're running. So this will be your straight up machine control, how to turn the x-rays on and off. The KV and MA are set specifically for the material that we're running. So I've set it with the recipe page specifically for the destoning only. So running it through the bottom machine, those are the recipe parameters that we'll be using just for the destoning. I'll run a full scale test now so you can actually see it. Okay guys, this is the random sample that we're going to be using. So I'm just going to take this random sample and feed it into the machine and eject out the stones. Okay guys, we're going to run the full scale test now. We should have at least 6 ejections from the rock that was inside this actual material. So we'll have values here of the rocks. These values here are of the actual rock itself, so it's either going to be rock or shale that it's ejecting. Okay, with the ejections, I'll show you now on the belt, there is a possibility that it blows out some of the light coal, but as destoning, it should be 100%. Okay, the setup of this machine, there's 2 ejection ports on this side, which is for your concentrate or anything that you want to keep, depending on which way around we have the program set. For the destoning itself, we're only ejecting the rocks. They'll come out of this chute behind us, which would then feed a separate conveyor, which would be feeding away from the machine of whatever you don't want to keep or whatever you do want to keep. The way that the actual machine works, being modular, you can either eject the concentrate or eject the waste. It doesn't matter which way around it's set. Currently we are ejecting the stones, so they'll come out of the ejection side on this side. This would be your concentrate or anything you want to keep, which is just falling straight through the machine. Guys, we're going to run the conveyor belt to show you the waste and the concentrate. Okay, as you can see, this is the waste portion. These are the rocks that it ejected out itself. So that was the destoning that we did. It found another piece inside there that it deems definitely not coal. So this will have a much higher percentage of ash inside it or shale. That is your full ejection range, and that's the pure concentrate that's been left behind. Okay guys, that's the end of the actual destoning just specifically for the coal. But as you can see, because of the program and how it works, being able to eject either concentrate or waste, and with the machine being modular itself, we can actually separate any material itself, being that it falls in between the range of 0 to 65,000 with regards to how our program picks up data. So there's actually no limit to what we can or can't separate or either eject or keep. And that's the end of the whole destoning, but we will have another video on a different material soon.